Greetings, Shadow Fam. Today I wanted to talk about ways to help cats. Cats are always struggling. They die very easily. They get into car accident. Well, not car accidents. They'll run in front of a car, get hit. Feral cats and street cats. That's a big. It's a big issue, you know. In urban cities here in the United States, you typically see street cats, and you never think much of it, but it's very rare to start seeing feral dogs. I mean, you might see a coyote or something depending on where you live, but seeing feral dogs, that's not really common in the United States. Now, cats aren't, it's like they're not treated the same as dogs. Cats are, I mean, they have a different culture. Cats are more intelligent. They can be feral, and street cats and live and survive, and they're not a really big danger, as opposed to dogs that become feral. They could attack. So anyways, I feel like cats are not appreciated as much as we'd like to think that they are here. And despite PETA and, a lot of things to help animals, I feel like there is something very not fair going on with cats. Cats should be appreciated more. So anyways, I've come up with ways to make your cat live longer. One way is oh shoot. Yeah. You gotta buy, well, this is for other animals, but here, like you can see, this is what you need. Corn cob litter. Why do you need corn cob litter? Because it's natural, and cats' lungs, they're very small. So if you give them the other type of litter, which is the clay litter, this is actually terrible. This is actually like a type of cement. And if you have this indoors, it's even worse because the dust gets everywhere and it affects humans as well. It doesn't just affect the cats. So that's screwed up. If you put the cat in one of those sealed kitty litter things, that will make it so that basically they're enclosed in dust, in like cement type dust. A cat's lungs are very small. Cats have very tiny lungs. See how tiny they are? And look how much it's been through. And not just that, you have to also think about cats lick themselves, they clean themselves, and they have fur also that is like going inside them. So they're always struggling. And add in the clay litter, it gets into their lungs, it hardens them, and they have very short lifespans due to humans being ignorant and giving them the cheapest type of kitty litter without ever even doing any research. Kittens have died. Small kittens have died because of the fucking clay litter killing them, which is terrible. The next thing is just a suggestion. It's not something that it is scientifically proven, but since there's not enough studies being done with cats, or not enough care given or interest given to the cat. Think about the Egyptian Empire. They worship cats. If you killed a cat, you would be given a death sentence. Nowadays, people run over cats, nothing happens. There's feral cats everywhere. And then there's still a lot of people that respect cats. They go to the supermarket, they don't even think about what they're buying for the cat. as to, it's just terrible. We should treat them the way that you would want to be treated. You know what I mean? They're living creatures or living things. We should be a lot more careful. So when you feed them, don't ever give them raw fish. Whatever you do, don't give them raw fish, because raw fish has worms, and that's terrible. Don't ever do that. I've heard of them giving them raw meat, like beef. I don't know. I still wouldn't really do that. But mostly you got to focus on these type of brands that they are raw based, like but they're packaged. These type of brands will make your cat live longer due to these aren't junk food. The typical food that you find at the supermarket, the big ones, you'll find foods that are actually very high in gluten and carbohydrates, which only make your cat fat, and it doesn't offer real nutrition. You think about it, cats, they like to hunt in the wild. They like to hunt, they like blood. They like actual real meat, real protein. So when we give them, basically we're just feeding them grains and gluten, and forget the gluten. It's just grain. It's not doing them. They're not getting the nutrition that they need if they were out in the wild, and so they won't live as long. So always give them a food that is based on raw, but don't actually give them any raw meat unless it's maybe beef, because that doesn't have any worms. I mean, we don't know, but the fish, oh my god, the fish it's just too much. That's why I don't eat sushi. I love everything about Japanese culture except the sushi, because of the cases that I've seen of people having like 8 feet long tapeworms extracted out of them. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, do this. Don't give them the cheap brand. If you have a cat, just don't be cheap. You can't be cheap. Here's the next thing. This is completely something that I really like. It's just insane. It's a breakthrough that I've discovered. It's not scientifically proven, even though it is. Again, I'm saying this because there's not enough interest given to cats. This is gonna make your cat live at least to age 30. So here is the secret. The secret is this. Exactly. What you're saying? Wait, what? Shadow, are you insane? Give your cat are you freaking retarded? Now listen, I'm not saying that this is a real 100% medically approved, PETA approved thing, but if you love cats and the way I do and the way I've seen, this isn't to say you have to give this to your cat every day. I give it to him as a treat every once in a while. But at least once a week, twice a week. What this does is it enables their, it works with their blood pressure, no, their blood circulation, and it makes it so that their blood circulation is healthy, and then they start to play and become active, and this ensures that their DNA is always strong and regenerating, and it makes them live longer. If you get anybody ever tell you if you get more than 20 minutes of exercise, your DNA begins to change, heal, fix itself. So if you're over there being unhealthy, becoming old, you're not getting exercise. You get exercise, then you're basically repairing yourself, keeping yourself young. And what this does is it works with their blood circulation, and it basically brings them to life. Now, here is the thing. This is be very careful. Don't just go and to the 7-Eleven and buy a coffee cup, black or whatever, and then give that to your cat. That will kill your cat. Don't do that. Or maybe it won't kill them, but it's very dangerous. Don't. It's going to be bad for their brain health and bad for them because if you get coffee from any of those places, they typically use the bleached filters. They'll use tap water, which already has enough. It's got chlorine, it's got metals, it's got all sorts of stuff. So whenever you buy a cup of coffee at a 7-Eleven or whatever your convenience store is, it's actually very toxic. And humans can handle it, but you would not want to give that to a cat. Also, you wouldn't want to give hot coffee to a cat. What you got to do is make your own coffee naturally. And cold press would be perfect, would be good. Don't use this. Whoa, this is not. I said purified water, not Nestle Pure Life. Don't ever give them Nestle Pure Life. This is supposed to be purified water, but this brand is. Don't. I'm not even gonna get into it, but just don't do it. Get this type at the supermarket. You get purified water or this type of water. Okay, this is good too. So you use that. And never give them hot coffee. Never use tap water for their coffee. And the most important thing of all, never use sugar. Don't ever give this to your cat. Never. Don't. Okay? Now, if you give them cold coffee, no sugar, from purified or distilled water, not Nestle Pure Life, your cat will live longer. I'm not like a scientist or anything. I just love cats, and I've noticed this over the years. I've done my research. You don't have to do it. I'm not saying it's a scientific fact and all this stuff. I'm just saying this is what I've discovered personally. Okay? And yeah, that's going to be all. Hopefully these tips will help you so your cat lives longer and you have a happy, healthy life with your kitty. Shadowworm out. Peace.